A few days ago, we posted out on Instagram, and man, what I done is I asked my people to ask me any questions, and I'm gonna have all those questions answered. So in today's video, what I decided to do is there are three questions that caught my attention that I decided that I'm gonna be starting first with that, and throughout the next few days, I'm gonna cover all the questions. So what are the three questions that I want us to speak more about on today's video? That first, why prayers are much more important than the task you're working on. And the second question that I want us to cover is, have you ever lost in trading, like losing all motivation after 5 years of trading? And the next question that I want us to cover is, how do I stay locked in and tell myself that I do not need any distractions? So one of the first things that I highly appreciate about starting to trade, which was years ago, 8 years ago, was the fact that I was able to also get into discovering the power of prayer. Now what happened is that I stopped doing what I was being told what I should do in terms of going to school, following this specific path, looking at these types of people, looking up to these types, and just believing, what I believe I should be doing, which at the time was just, obviously maybe just focusing more on providing value, impacting and just being a great impact towards the people that are close to me, but at the same time being a great impact towards my nation, anyone that can, like, now for instance watch my videos and so on. So during that time frame, there were a lot of times whereby I went through dark times. There were a lot of times whereby I went through downs. I kept on asking myself, why are things not working out for me? Why is things tough and all those things? But the only thing that I only could get answers from was like literally just kneeling down and praying. And one thing that I like about praying is the fact that instead of just like kneeling down and praying because of that is the purpose, the fact of me going down and kneeling, it automatically means that I fell down to rock bottom. I fell down all the way down to a point whereby I'm now on my knees. And the only way up is speaking to God, asking for guidance, asking for wisdom, and being able to just take up from that and then build from it. Because I remember at first, before that, I never really had any major purpose to pray or to speak with God or do all those things. Even though I grew up in a family whereby we are Christians, we pray and we do all those things. But for me, it was never really a deep thing. It was just a thing whereby it's more like a routine. But now, because I was going through this tough, now that I was going through this journey and I had to face so many things, at times I felt like maybe whatever that I'm facing is not even like natural. It's not just for me. It's a lot of things, and the only way I could only find a breakthrough, or the only way I could only like get a bit more closer to the next day, would be me kneeling down and praying, because most days were just dark. Most days I couldn't even see what the future has for me or the next day has for me. I mean, there were days whereby I was like, I slept with hunger. There were days whereby I never had electricity for multiple days. There were days whereby even food, I never had that. And there were days whereby I never even had a trading account, like money to invest in my trading account. But I just kept on learning the skill. I just kept on trying to further. So the only thing that would give me, a way forward was, truly speaking, praying. But for now, I just want us to look at the question that was asked here, which is, have you ever lost in trading, like losing all motivations after years? That is true, guys. I've lost motivation. I've lost, like, my passion. I've lost my why. I've lost because of because of the fact that when I just started, there was so many instances and there's so many things that people do not even speak about that you experience. There's so many challenges, obstacles, and because of the fact that even I, like, started at a young age, there's a lot of lessons that I had to learn. There's a lot of things that people do not even share out there, whether it's on social media or whether it's on YouTube, that you face when you are alone, meaning that you are going to be hearing people speaking about making profits on a daily basis, what their daily profits are, how they're able to make all the money in the world and do all those things. But when you take whatever they say and try to apply it, you do not get the same results, which automatically makes you start to doubt yourself, doubt your skill, doubt your strategy, doubt who you're following. You start to doubt everything. In fact, at some point, you even start to doubt trading as a whole. And truly speaking, guys, for me, I went through that many, many, many times. Many times whereby I've made profits, I've gave it back. I've seen someone, seeming like, they just started now and they're progressing much more deeper than me. And I've been through so many things that made me feel like maybe trading is not for me. And all these challenges and obstacles kept on stacking up and stacking up and stacking up until I had to just sit down with myself and remind myself, some of the most important questions that I had to ask myself back then, which is my why, which is my passions, which is the fact that obviously I got into trading, yes, maybe to make profits, to make money, but at the same time, it is because of the fact that it's complex, it's a bit more challenging, and automatically, once I'm able to crack it, I'll be able to crack sustainable wealth for the future, meaning that I'll never get to work a day in life. I'll never get to, like, I'm worried about finances, money, and all those things. And on top of that, I can travel the world, I can trade anywhere, anytime, and basically just be my own boss, because At first, when I got into it, I just loved the fact that I can be my own boss. I can literally live according to my own routine, my own schedules, and do exactly what I did plan out to do. And that is the whole point. I just want us to speak a bit more about the why. So what I had to do back in the olden days was sit down, question myself, why am I trading? And then the answer that I get, I ask myself another why. Why am I like that? Like, let's say for instance, why am I trading? To make money? Okay. Why do I want to make money? To be able to take care of the people that are close to me. Okay, why do I want to take care of the people that are close to me? I give an answer. I done this exercise. This is the 7 why exercise. I done this, asked myself why, get the answer, why again, get the answer 7 times. What that does is that it roots down, it goes all the way down to the last why, which is the seventh one. It's going to be a bit more emotional. It's going to be the actual why of why exactly are you doing that. Meaning that even on days whereby you're going to feel like giving up, once you start rooting and going all the way down to that why, not the why of I want to make money, because you can make money from literally just selling anything. I can take this phone, sell it, and make money. But once you go all the way down to the root, you understand that what you're fighting is much more bigger than what you think. And on top of that, your why is going to push you through all the challenges, all the obstacles. Every time, whenever I felt like just putting my laptop down, closing it, and calling it quits, looking for jobs, doing whatever the case is, I just remember that ultimately my why is to be able to just impact, inspire, and help people. I mean, like, I come from the hood, I've been stuck in there for years, I've been out, and I saw some of the things that I done in order to be out. And every time I go back there, I see, that most people, they think they need money, but it's not just money. They need mental, they need like to fix their mindset in order of them to be able to see things better. Because I know if I can just touch one guy in one family, he's going to be able to impact his whole family. If I touch another guy, he's going to be able to. So that became my why. My why became more about me impacting and inspiring others. And automatically, you learn to find your passion from that. Meaning that once you're able to dig deep into your why, you'll notice that it's not even a job anymore, or it's not even a thing whereby it's you having to, like, let's say some people want to love what they do, or some people want to feel motivated to do what they do, and at some point motivation is going to run out. Your why is the thing that's going to be pulling you. Meaning that if you just look at the word passion, passion basically just means that to go through suffering or pain, or to endure through pain. But if you understand that going through that pain ultimately is going to be able to give you what you want, mean that you sacrifice your today for a better tomorrow, you will leave everything that you think are satisfying you today, meaning that going out, having fun, partying, doing things with friends and all those things, you are going to put that aside, because you know that the actions that you're going to take that are part of your why, that are part of why you actually started, are the things that are going to help you eventually reach your ultimate purpose. And once you've reached your ultimate purpose, that is one of the reasons that you were brought on this earth to become or to do, to reach out to your purpose and do what God brought you here to do. Most people, what they do is that once they hit some level of success, automatically they celebrate, they have fun, and then they forget why God put them in that position, which now automatically takes them back. God can actually shut down that success or whatever, because mean that if he was able to give you that success, automatically he can take it away from you. So most people forget that that's exactly how things are. So that brings me back down to praying over my purpose. So now ever since I started praying when things were low, my deep moments and stuff, and then once I've discovered my purpose, once I've discovered my why and stuff, now I had to pray over my purpose. I have to pray over my why. I have to ask God each and every single day to guide me, to bless me with wisdom, just so I'm able to make the right moves, just so I'm able to move in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, guys, the most important thing right here that we're trying to do is to be able to fulfill the purpose that we're brought up here to do. You think that maybe you want a Lamborghini, but if you take the 2 million or 5 million that was supposed to buy a Lamborghini, and then you fund your passion, you'd notice that in the next 5 years, 10 years, you are going to be much more happier. Because Lamborghini, yes, it's exciting, to have. I would also love to have it, but I know that if I have it today, I might be happy for the first maybe weeks, a month, but after it's gonna like be a normal thing, because I can get from A to B. But if I'm able to fund my passion, even though afterwards I reward myself with the Lamborghini, that way that's gonna be the best moment, because each and every single day when I wake up, I'll be meeting people saying that I impacted their life. I'll be seeing people that I impacted. I'll be seeing so many changes and so many things that I know that no matter what, no one can ever take this away from me. They can take away my Lamborghini, they can bump me, anything can happen, but you can't take away the impact that I've been able to bring on this world. So that is one of the reasons that helped me persistently be able to pray throughout all ups, throughout all downs. whenever, I pray towards the beautiful moments. I pray even though when things are tough. And that is one of the best ways that I was able to even find wisdom towards whatever that I was doing. So now it comes back down to, how do you stay locked in and cut out all distractions? The first thing is finding your why. The second thing is being able to understand your passions, just so you know that even though you're not happy with doing what you're doing today, but you know that this is going to pay off in the next few months, years, or whatever the case is. And then on top of that, what you do now is that you work on activities that are only going to help you get there. Meaning that if you sitting on, maybe for instance, social media, scrolling through, watching people posting their things, videos, dancing, whatever the cases, is not helping you get to where you have to be. There's no way you should be doing that. You understand? The only thing that you need to do is seek out knowledge, information, resources that are going to help you get to your ultimate vision. And that way is one of the best ways that you can cut out distractions, because anything that doesn't add on to that is a distraction. When you have people that you're meeting up with, if you are for entertainment purposes, you're meeting, you're just talking, that's just a distraction. But if you're meeting with someone that you know has been in your footsteps, or you're watching videos about someone that you know is in a position whereby you'd love to be in, automatically what this does is that it helps you be able to improve yourself. That's what we call God mode, being able to lock in. You only focus on things that are gonna inspire you, motivate you, grow you, find your passion, find your, find your purpose, and most importantly, allow you to be able to become a better version of yourself. Because who you are today, you won't have to be the person that you are today in order to be. Let's say, for instance, if your passion is to become one person who's going to impact and do things, you're going to have to grow into becoming that person. And for you to grow into becoming that person, you're going to have to unlearn certain things. You're going to have to learn new things. You're going to have to see things in a new perspective. You're going to have to obviously get specific resources for that thing. And basically, you're going to have to work each and every single day in order to be able to get there. And for me, in terms of helping to log in, if you maybe invest 2 hours a day, it can take you 10 years. But if you give it your life, if you invest your whole lifestyle, your life, whatever, you cut out whatever that doesn't add, and you focus only on that, literally can take you 2 years or 3 years, because of the fact that now you are locking in. Now you are working literally on everything. And let me just inspire you, let me just motivate you if you need motivation. If you do that, you are never going to have to work for the rest of your life. You're going to be set. You'll never have to worry about finances or anything similar to that. And you'll be happily ever after type of a thing. But if you don't do that and you want to experience the nice, entertainment or whatever the case is, you are still going to work in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. You are still going to have to be worried about certain things, finances, bills, and all those things. So, truly speaking, guys, now that I gave you this information, it's all up to you to see if you're going to be applying what you've learned here in order of you to be able to see success in your life, or maybe this information is not for you. But if you believe that this information helps and can help someone out that is close to you, kindly just like this video, share it with someone that you believe needs to watch this. Maybe someone says something and you feel like they're running out of motivation or momentum or in whatever that they're doing. Allow them to watch this video, share it with them, and comment below what exactly is your why. I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. Please do as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell, obviously, in order to be updated with the videos that I'll be posting on a consistent basis. I will see you guys.